Hello, welcome to AR Highlights from AWE Asia 2023. My name is Stacy, and here I'm very honored to have with me Cynthia Yang from Shengwang. Cynthia is the Senior Director of Shengwang's kind of ecosystem department center. And so can we start off with maybe you giving a quick introduction of yourself and your company?
Thank you, Stacy. Hello, everyone. I'm Cynthia. I'm from the Ecosystem Operations Center of Shengwang. And here I am in Singapore with all of the AWE Asia audience.
Wonderful. What is your background and how did you kind of get to be where you are now in Shengwang?
Great. Before joining Shengwang, actually, I worked for startups for big data companies, AI companies, and I have two startup program of my own. And and also I work for consulting companies whose clients is basically in the TMT area industries. And for example, before I joined in Shengwang, I'm sorry, maybe cut off a little bit. Shengwang is a very famous company in the RTC area because it's the first company that bringing the RTC technology from Silicon Valley to China. And even there, even our conference is called, at the very beginning, it's called a Web RTC Conference of China. Yes, so that is very technology based for all the developers this kind of conference to share the technology. And after joining Shengwang, and we talk about how ecosystem is important for all the developers, especially for the developers that we aimed to, because we offering PaaS services, and the developer will use our APIs to build up their native applications. So, but our offerings is only one part of their choices, and they have to combine our technology to all other kind of technology, including AI, including XR, and all kinds of other companies. So that we talked with these partners, and they will help us to co-build solutions for our end clients.
Very cool. So lots of integration work, it sounds like. So this morning you gave a lovely presentation about specifically AI and RTE, real-time engagement, specifically in the gaming, entertainment, and music industries. Can you give us a quick definition of what exactly real-time engagement is?
Yeah, real-time engagement is actually a term that is introduced by Shengwang, and as known as our mother company is called Agora. And we give that the definition that it is a stack of technologies, including real-time communication, real-time messaging, real-time rendering, that help the different parties from connecting to the internet from different devices, including telephones, PCs, and they can connect it to each other in a very low time latency and higher speed, and with a very immersive experience with each other, and where everyone can share context and can understand what they are doing immediately, and everybody can play karaoke, sing karaoke, and see the movie together, things like that. And that's kind of technology, we call that.
It's a very needed technology.
Yeah.
Outside of karaoke and things like that, what are some other use cases of RTE?
Actually, RTE has a very large scales based, the industry based. For example, we have scenarios over across more than 200 scenarios among more than 20 industries, especially in education, in entertainment, in IoTs, and of course in some of the remote medical care, something like that. And especially for education and entertainment, there are a lot of scenarios allow the teacher and the students or the MCN as their audience to share, to play games and to communicate with each other in a very low latency scenario. So that's why we help this kind of customers to build up their application.
Very cool. Out of these different applications that you've mentioned in healthcare and education, do you foresee any of these use cases being adopted first? Or kind of what do you think is first on the rise of these applications?
Oh, this actually is a very good question. The first of all, that people get to know this kind of technology, maybe most of them is based on some of the future work of, co-working scenario. For example, like a lot of online e-meeting system, then people can communicate with each other through audio and video, and more than that, and some of the engineer and startup entrepreneurs find out this technology can also be used in education, in the e-commerce and in more tech and healthcare, of course. So that's in those scenarios that helps the users from the different end can connect to each other. So you will see which comes first. That maybe I will say education and entertainment. That will be the first. But these two industries has been also the very up-to-date industries that will very welcome the new technology to join them. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, does Shengwang use real-time engagement internally within your own team for virtual meetings and such?
Yes, so we have that, but it's not for business use. We have some of the internal products to help because we are a remotely working team. We have dual headquarters, and we have a lot of colleagues come from maybe India, Middle East, and Europe, and of course US. And when we co-work with our colleagues from all over the world, the internal products will make a very great improvements. Yeah.
So in your session, you mentioned a supersonic RT accelerator. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. As I said, the ecosystem is very important for our industry and for our company. So, and when we found that there will be a large amount of startup who wants to apply the RTE technology to their applications, but don't know how. And of course, they are very lack of resources. Not only lack of the resources that we can offer, but also lack of the resources that our partners can offer. For example, like cloud computing, like AIs, and of course the XR devices. So we help them. We build up a hub system. We call this as a supersonic acceleration program, and we actually build up a hub platform that help them to get access to those resources in a very low cost. Even for most of the resources are free. And also, we help them with our own technology engineers if they have very large problems in how to utilize this kind of technologies. Our engineers will help them. And also, we get to know what they do, what they want to do, and we help them to refine their storytellings and connect with the VC investors who are interested in this RTE area. So that will help them a lot to shorten the time from the pre-A series to the A series. So that's what we do.
That's very useful for these startups, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any particular success stories, or do you have any stories of a particular startup that you've worked with and kind of how they've grown throughout your accelerator program?
Okay. Yeah. But I want you to check about the English name of this company. Okay, I just used the Chinese name of this company because I didn't find out their English name. It's called 超次元.
Can you start the question again?
I'll start the question again. This sounds like this would be really useful for startups. Do you have any particular highlight stories of maybe a startup that has gone through your accelerator program and has reached a lot of growth or success from it?
Yes, of course. I can share you about one example. It's a China local company called 超次元, and it's grow up from. It's the member of our first supersonics program. It grow up, and after it finished our acceleration program, and we connect for them a lot of our own clients because they used to offering the VTuber solutions, and they're one of the best here in China. And some of our clients, especially in e-commerce and in Martech, they find out, and of course in the tourism, they find out that this kind of technology can help them to attract the audience, the buyers' attractions. So, we shared our resources of the clients with them, and with our help, they built up a whole system based on the real-time messaging technology that help the users who have no fancy PCs, but only mobile devices to connect on internet, can also enjoy the VTuber and all the movements and the fabric and all kinds of performance through our mobile phones in a remote scenarios. So this kind of whole solutions is let's say that co-built with the help of our engineers, with Chao Ziyuan's engineer, and now they are in another program, acceleration program inside Shengwang. It's called 深选计划. And in this program, we selected technology partners who can offer a mature solutions to our clients, and we co-sell with them. And yes. Given that Chao Ziyuan has already built up the whole system that we just mentioned with our engineer, and this is be recognized and confirmed by our clients, and so we selected this kind of solution to our 深选计划. And now maybe in our the whole Meta product line, and they are one of the most important partners. And a lot of our clients know about this company, and also they enjoy the solution that offered by both Shengwang and Chao Ziyuan.
That's an amazing story. It sounds like this accelerator program really boosted this startup to the next level.
Thank you.
Let's move back to Shengwang itself. How has Shengwang kind of adapted and overcome kind of the biggest challenges to consumer adoption?
Oh, okay. So by adoption, that we find it's not. Sorry, I want to change this problem a little bit, because we do not want to make the audience misunderstand that it's not very easy to adopt this application. Actually, it's very easy to access, but actually the time to make the decision that's why you are utilizing this kind of technology is a little bit difficult. So can we just aim on the pain points of our the developers who are encounter? Okay.
So how about I ask, what are the pain points of the developers, and how is Shengwang overcoming that? Okay, sounds good. Let me restart with the question again.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, so moving back to Shengwang yourself, what are kind of the main pain points of developers, and how is Shengwang overcoming these pain points?
Okay, that is a very good question. Actually, we offer these past services because we found that our developers and anchor they encountered the similar problem. It's just like their applications below time latency, but they cannot offer a very large cost. They set up their own network for that, and of course they have the whole network should be very stable. That's each one user use different devices can gain the same quality of services. And of course they have maybe they want to build on these applications a lot of other, like I said, third-party services, and but they do not have the certain connections. And of course they want this cost can be as low as possible, and the whole quality and so whole offering services can be guaranteed. That they can, tell a story to their investors, right? So these are the similar problem that a lot of mobile developers that they encounter. So for this, we build up our software-based. We call that the real-time network, and it's a very it's a worldwide network, and we have our own algorithm to do the routing, and of course we have a lot of our own technologies to make the time low latency, and with an API that you can get into this, and you can network to this our own software designed network, and you just use one API as several coding lines that you can like rent this kind of network, and it's very easy for the developers. And that's how we help them to encounter this. And of course, there will be a lot of maybe the little bit of effort we should make to help them to understand how this works. But after what we see a lot of more frequently that we see is that our clients will be very satisfied with the stability and the whole services we offer. And it's truly helped them to make the audience stay longer in their live video chat rooms, and of course to enjoy the more the high quality how to say video chat or audio chat for their users. So that's why I choose us. Yeah.
That sounds amazing. Well, last question. What do you hope that attendees at AWE Asia 2023 will take away the most from both your session as well as the conference overall?
Okay. Actually, for my sessions, I want to and more audience get to know what is RTE technology, and we want more and more startups and independent developers to join this area, because it is only an emerging area that we are called for more developers to pay attention to this and to join this and contribute to this community. That's what I want the audience gather from my sessions. And of course, also Shengwang is now helping a lot of Chinese companies to go overseas. So that's why we are here, and we want to make the local companies, and of course the company who are considering about go overseas to consider to collaborate with Shengwang, that we offer a whole one-stop services to help them to connect with all the resources they need when they go overseas. So that's what we wanted them to get to know. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your insights. This has been a fantastic conversation.
Thank you.
Really, thank you so much, Cynthia.
Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you. This has been AR Highlights at AWE Asia 2023.